Okay, the recipe called for 2 cups of shredded carrots. I used my Ninja and I shredded up. It took I bought 1 package, I only got 1 left. Well, it might be a little too much. It just says 2 cups, but that's a liquid measuring, so I don't know. Anyway, also says to sift, I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. It says, I have my laptop in the kitchen today, which is going to be handy. We're going to sift together 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So let me go ahead and get that in there and sift it up. Alrighty, we're rolling? Yeah, okay. Alright, so make sure when you measure your flour that you use a knife to level it off to make sure, with bacon you have to be precise, okay? So that's 2 cups of flour and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Again, the same thing, make sure you're leveled off. Okay, just pour that right in your sifter. If you don't have a sifter like this, just use your other sifters that you may have. And if you don't have one of them, then just mix it up with a fork really good. Okay, and it calls for 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Again, I use a sea salt. I use 1/4 teaspoon. Just a little more, who cares? Yep, it is. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Oh, it does say 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I wish we were allowed to do longer. I'm going to sift that all in there. I'll get back to you when I'm done. Okay, that's sifted together. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. It's already on. I got a baking stone in there, what I usually keep. The recipe calls for 3/4 cup of buttermilk. So what I'm going to do is, because buttermilk's so expensive, just like it's 1 teaspoon per cup, I believe, to make buttermilk. I usually never buy whole milk, but I'm going to use that to make the buttermilk, because I'm also going to make them muffins again, though. Blueberry muffins I make, but I'm going to use buttermilk, because I love buttermilk and bacon. It just gives a nice little tang. Okay, so I'm going to do my 3/4 cups, and I'm going to put the vinegar in there. Alrighty, I think I got everything done. I poured my, you can see, I poured the milk and the vinegar, and it just sat for a minute. You can see how thick it is already. Okay, so that's 3/4 cups. Alright, I'm just going to pour that in there. A little chunky, but that's okay. And then I'm going to add 3 large eggs, okay? You should always break your eggs in a separate bowl to make sure they're not bad. I would just start over. Okay. Alright, so we got our 3 eggs. We have 3/4 cups of vegetable oil. 1½ cups of sugar. I use some of the Demerara sugar with some white sugar. I don't have any more white sugar, which I need to do some baking, so. Alright, so that's 1½ cups of sugar, 3 eggs, 3/4 cups of buttermilk. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. Make sure you get pure vanilla. There is a big difference. For cookies and stuff, I just use it. Okay. It says to mix this well. Let's see. I have my things on hook here. I think I'm going to use my, well, obviously you can tell I'm going to use my KitchenAid, maybe. Alright, make sure it's all mixed in. Okay, good. Now we're gonna put our flour mixture that we made earlier. Normally I'd use a KitchenAid, because I'm lazy like that. Although I'm 51, I should be working out my arms a little better, so I made pizza last night. Came out really good. It's so easy to make your own dough. It's so much cheaper, obviously. Alright. That wasn't too bad, really. Actually mixed up pretty well. Okay, so that looks good. Now we're going to, in another bowl, it says, juice for heavy whisk with a large spoon. Add the carrot mixture to the batter mixture. Oh, okay, we got 2 cups of carrots. Let's go ahead and use our other bowl. I think I'm going to use my dry measuring cup. Liquid and dry is a little different too, so I probably have too many carrots here, so I'm going to level off my carrots. Can you see? I don't know. I have such a tiny kitchen, it's ridiculous. But 1. Yeah, say there was a lot more in there. Liquid and dry. These are for dry. This is for liquid. It's a little off. Okay, so you always want to use your little cups for dry. See how much I have left in there? Okay, that can go in the salad, I guess. So it's asking for 2 cups of carrots and 1 cup of flaked coconut. So actually I need my measuring cup. I love coconut. Yeah, if you don't like coconut and nuts, just up the carrots by a cup, I would say. 3 cups then, if you don't like, you know, coconut, or you're allergic or whatever. So 1 cup of coconut, in she goes. 1 cup of chopped walnuts. Okay, I keep my walnuts in the freezer. These are diced. Who cares? So I'm not really going to put the whole cup. I'm going to put 3/4 because they're diced, not chopped, so they're a lot smaller. Again, if you don't like nuts, leave them out. No big deal. And then it calls for 1 cup of raisins and 1 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple with the juice. Okay, so I got some golden raisins. I guess I'll use them instead. That's a lot of raisins, isn't it? 1 cup. What the heck? But I'm going to do the recipe just like they said. 1 cup. And I hope I have crushed pineapple. Hold on. Okay, all I could find was a 20-ounce can of sliced pineapple. It calls for 8 ounces of, so I just put it in my Ninja. So it says 8 ounces of crushed pineapple, which would be 1 cup, okay, with the juice. So, that's about 1 cup. And I just filled it to the cup. Okay, and it says to mix that in with the carrot mixture with a spoon. We're going to mix that all together. Oh, why they act like this is so heavy. I mean, dough is a lot harder. Okay. Now we're going to add this into this. Make sure you got this mixed up well. I guess all the juice with the carrots. Pour that in there. And mix her up. Fold underneath because you don't want your liquid to have any powder on the flour or anything settling. You want it all mixed in good. And that's what I came up with. Okay. So, obviously you can put it in any pans. It says an 8 by 12. 8 by 12. I don't know. This is a Pyrex 13 by 9. And then I got my big lasagna one, but shit, I think I'm gonna grease and flour this puppy up and put it in this. Obviously you could do cake pans or whatever, muffin. You could even do muffin tins, which maybe I'll make muffins. Yeah, no. I'm gonna put it in here. So 13 by 9, but it calls for an 8 by 12, which I don't believe I have one, but I'm not even gonna look. I'm gonna put it in the glass one. All right. So grease and flour. I'm gonna use some. I'm gonna put parchment paper on the bottom, just so when I don't know. Okay, bye. I don't know. You guys don't know how to do this, but I just use the olive oil spray. And then you just put some flour in there. Or you could use that pan for baking, which is nice. It's got the flour right in there. I ran out of it. And of course, you know, you go to the store, you forget. But this is basically how you would do it. Over the sink, obviously, or pail garbage. Okay, there's a little too much, so I'm going to shake that off on a towel. I don't want to break my pan. But just, yeah, you don't want too much flour. You just want it coated lightly. Throw away the excess. And coat the sides. Okay. You bang your pan to get the extra flour off. What the heck? Pour it in. And on allrecipes.com, I'm going to make the cream cheese frosting. I believe it's cream cheese frosting number 2. So you look that up and you make your frosting. Now it's done when a toothpick comes out clean. So this is going to call for it says $3.50 for an hour. Alright, but of course, you know, I'm going to check it because it's not the right size. But, okay. There we go. Show you when it's done. Okay, the cake's out. I think it was less than an hour. It just started pulling away from the edges a little. Stuck a toothpick in it. It's done. It's a little sticky, but from it just sitting here, it's going to cook a little more. Anyway, you know, I got a new oven from the apartments. And did anyone ever see... This is so weird. I don't know. The temperature goes the other way. I'm so used to the temperature going this way for high, but it goes on this side. Whoops. This side, which is very odd to me. I have to really get used to it. I want to turn it up that way, but nope, up is this way. Very strange. Maybe they got a good deal on it. I don't know. Yeah, see? Weird. Okay, so cake is done. And muffins are in. And cleaning up the mess. Okay. I'm going to upload now. I got the cream cheese defrosting for cream cheese topping. Alrighty, bye. My homemade carrot cake. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, it totally worked in the freezer, but just anyhow. I mean, it don't look perfect, but yum, yum, yum. I can't wait to try it. Alright, bye.